Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Cozy Chat, a slow English podcast which helps you to learn English in a fun and natural way. I am Maria, and today we are going to talk about something that was a little bit crazy that I did last weekend. Now, some of you may not think that what I did was so crazy, but to me, it did feel very different than something that I would usually do, and for me, it did feel a bit crazy. I have talked many times on this podcast how I love to dance. I love doing all different kinds of dance, and there really is not a kind of dance that I don't like. I like all different kinds of dance. And in my town a few weeks ago, I saw a flyer, a sign posted in the center of town that showed an event for ecstatic dance. Now, I had heard of ecstatic dance before, but to be honest, I wasn't really sure what it was. But I thought it seemed kind of cool and different, and I decided to go check it out. So I signed up for the event. Now, I have now looked up the official definition of ecstatic dance, and I thought I would just read it to you all. So, ecstatic dance is a type of free dance where people move their bodies naturally to music without fixed steps or choreography. There is usually no talking, and the focus is on expressing emotions, relaxing the mind, and feeling connected to yourself and to others. Doesn't that sound cool? So I went to this ecstatic dance event last Friday night. And when I arrived, I did not know anyone there, which is kind of rare, meaning it doesn't happen often, because I know lots of people in my town. But there were maybe 20 people at this event, and I didn't know any of them, which was also okay. So when we first got there, the lady that puts on the event asked everyone if we had a change of clothes, meaning another shirt and pair of pants, for example, because she said we would probably end up sweating a lot and would need to change. But I did not have any extra clothes, but it just made me very curious as I didn't know what was going to happen. It made me very curious at the beginning to really know what kind of dance we were going to be doing and how sweaty were we going to get. So the first thing that we did in this event was we all sat in a big circle on the ground, and we all introduced ourselves. Then the lady who was directing the event explained a little bit about what ecstatic dance was. She first asked if there was anyone who had never done ecstatic dance before, and I was the only one that raised my hand. And she asked me, she said, "Did someone tell you about ecstatic dance, or do you know anything about it?" And I just said no. And in that moment, I thought, I really don't know why I came here when I really don't know anything about this. So then she explained a little bit about what ecstatic dance was, and the way that she explained it was a mixture between meditation and movement and dance. And I thought that sounded neat because I really believe in meditation. I don't do it as much as I would like to, but I thought, okay, meditation and dance are two things that I like, so maybe this is something that I will enjoy. She also explained ecstatic dance to be a journey, one that starts low, then goes up and comes down like a mountain. So then the music slowly started, and she told us all to stand up and walk around the room. And as the music started, people just started freely dancing. And when I say dancing, I don't really mean dancing in an organized way or in a way that goes with the music. People were more just moving in all different kinds of ways. And at first, I thought, what am I doing here? I thought, what is this? Wow. Because everyone is just moving freely in really crazy ways sometimes. And I didn't really know what to do. I, of course, started dancing in my own way. But at first, I was a little bit surprised. So in this moment, I definitely started to feel out of my comfort zone. And to be out of your comfort zone means to be in a situation where you're not comfortable. Maybe you're doing something new, or maybe you're doing something challenging, or maybe you are just doing something that makes you feel kind of weird. And in this moment, I felt a little bit uncomfortable. But whenever I am in situations like these, I always think it is easier to just go for it and do what others are doing and try my hardest to participate, because that way I'm actually going to get something out of the situation and grow from it in some way. So I decided to just dance just how everyone else was dancing, kind of crazy, just moving my body in whatever way I wanted to. And to be honest, I really started having a lot of fun. It took a little bit of time for me to get warmed up, but then I really started enjoying it. It made me feel very free, and I noticed that it naturally brought a smile to my face. I felt like I was smiling the whole time just because I was having a really good time. I think it was really fun to be in an environment where everyone is doing crazy things and dancing and moving in crazy ways, and no one is looking at you and no one is judging you. And judging means no one is having any kind of opinion about what you're doing. Everyone was just there to have a good time and to move. Now, to be honest, if you see a video of ecstatic dance, people can look pretty crazy. And people probably think that people doing this are drinking or on drugs, but there is no drinking or drugs allowed in ecstatic dance. All of the energy comes from within, and this natural energy of the whole event is just developed from the people. And this was really the first time that I have been in a place that is like this. And to be honest, I kind of liked it. The music was really good and fun to dance to. It did start slow, and then it got more intense and fast and upbeat. And that was my favorite part because it was just really good beats and everyone was just having fun. And it was just a very good vibe. And when something is a good vibe, that means it was just a nice, fun experience. Then after the music was really upbeat and intense, it started to get more slow. So everyone kind of started dancing more slowly until it became very, very slow. And at this point, everyone went to go get a yoga mat. There were yoga mats there and also blankets. So everyone laid out their yoga mats on the floor and laid down and put the blanket over them. At this point, the leader of the event came around with different instruments. First, she came around with a bell and was going around and going ding, ding in different beats with the bell. She was walking around the room and everyone was just laying there with their eyes closed. This really felt good because in my body, I had all of this energy from this dance session. And then to lay down after that and listen to this gentle bell just felt really nice. And after that, she had a drum. And she walked around and was beating the drum first slowly dong, dong, and then faster. Dong, 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 like that. And this was really cool. The vibration of the drum in this moment just felt really nice. And lastly, she started to sing. She had this beautiful singing voice and just sang these tunes, which were absolutely beautiful. I am not a very good singer, so I will not demonstrate how she was singing, but you get the idea. And then after that, the event was over. She told everyone to open their eyes and to gently get up. And then she asked everyone to sit in a circle again. So we all sat in a circle again. And she asked if anyone wanted to share their experience. There was one lady that said that she had a really bad cold. She had a bad cold, but while she was dancing, she didn't feel the cold at all, that it just kind of went away. And there was another person that said they had so much energy when they were dancing that it was really hard for them to calm down and lay down. I didn't share my experience. And to be honest, at the end, I was so relaxed that I just felt really good and I didn't feel like talking. And then I came home. It ended up, I did not need a change of clothes. I didn't really get too sweaty, which was good. But when I got home, I really just felt good. I felt like I had a good, positive energy inside of me, and I just felt happy. I went to bed feeling super rested and nice, and I was just really happy that I had that experience. Now, remember at the beginning of the event, I said that I felt kind of uncomfortable and I didn't know what to do. But in the end, I decided to just really give it my all and dance as hard as I could. And I was really glad that I did that, because if I would have left, for example, when this event first started because I felt a little bit uncomfortable, I would have never realized what this experience really would make me feel like. So I was really happy that I stayed. And I think it's kind of a lesson that sometimes, no matter what the situation that we're in, it's always good to just try to participate and to give things your all, meaning to just put all of your energy into something, even if it's not something that you really like or something that you feel really comfortable with, because maybe it could be something that you end up liking. So that was really something that I learned from this experience. I'm not really sure if I will go to an ecstatic dance event in the future. I think I would really like to do it, but I will just have to see if I see another one in my area. I would really like to know from you all, have any of you ever done anything like ecstatic dance? Or does this sound like something that you would like? Or is there something else that you thought would make you feel uncomfortable, but in the end, you ended up liking it? I would really love to know. So please leave me a comment and tell me. I thank you all so much for watching or listening. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next episode. Bye.